What's up, guys? In today's video, we're trying something new. We are playing Valorant. I haven't played this game in a very long time. I just made a new account, played a couple games this morning. So, I'll see you guys when I get to the first game. We are now in game number 1. I've never really done a video like this before. Let's go ahead and mute my teammates. But I'm kind of just going to yap. I'm not too sure what we'll be yapping about today, but we will figure it out as we go. If you guys are new to the channel or new to my videos, my name is Brendan. I usually play Rocket League on this channel. I just thought I'd switch it up today. If you guys do want to go watch the Rocket League videos, there will be a card in the top right, I believe. I'll put that in as I'm editing. But if you guys want to go check out those videos, do it. Check them out. So, I think today's topic would just be life in general. Did see that guy up there. So, if you guys don't know too much about me, of course, my name is Brendan. I am 16 years old, and I will be a junior in high school this year. Very exciting. You know, I do spend most of my day not as active as I used to be, but I try to do as much as I can during the day and be as productive as I can. Sometimes I don't make that happen, but I just go with the flow, go with how my day's going. If I feel like having a productive day, I'll do it. If I don't, I don't. And that's just how that's how I roll. Other than that, I kind of want to talk about not necessarily depression, but kind of, that ties into it. Kind of like anxiety and depression as a whole, because that's something that I've kind of found myself experiencing quite a bit recently, actually. And it's not something that I bring up a whole lot, especially not people I'm very close to, because it's kind of a dodgy subject. But I feel like now is a good time to talk about it, because why not? In that depressing state that I was in isn't as apparent as it was before. So, for a time, I very much seemed to struggle to find things I enjoyed doing. And that's partially my own fault, because I didn't want to try a whole lot of things. And I think that mostly ties into the fact that being social is a big problem for me. It's very hard to do. And in a way, I've kind of not necessarily obsessed, but put a big focus on how I appear to other people, and not necessarily just let me be me. And I know that's not really a good thing, especially not at my age. But it happens. And usually I'll spend a fair bit of my time in the morning or like during the day in the mirror and on my clothing. And, you know, I'm not the most buff person. I'm lean. I'd say I have an alright physique. But I think my hyper focus usually goes towards how I'm dressed and how I appear to other people, which could be good in some cases. Because obviously I want to stand out. But alongside standing out, it's also a sense of fitting in. If I don't find myself fitting in to the group I'm in or with the people I talk to, I think it kind of makes me like a social battery. It kind of kills that for me if I'm not relating to the people I'm talking to. One thing that I need to make sure that I'm doing is definitely. Whoa, okay. Off topic, that was a pretty good shot. I did not expect to hit that. But one thing I need to do for myself, at least, is just to not care as much. I need to dress for myself and put myself out to other people for myself instead of it kind of being like a performance, because I don't think that's very good for myself. But I guess that all kind of just ties back to who I've been around and who I've spent most of my time with at my age. Because I think my the community I've been around and the people I've been with have definitely helped. And I found a new friend group. And there's been people that I didn't realize were negative towards me. And I realized that people that I don't usually talk to are more of a positive. For example, I have an older brother and his friends. They're all grown. And I never really thought that people above my age range would be more relatable as the people that are. But overall, I've had more laughing experiences and more fun hanging out with them than I have with the people that I'm usually around, which is very surprising to me because I didn't really expect it to be like that during the first couple of times that I was around them. But I think when you find people like that and you talk to people like that, it kind of makes you wonder if, just being around people that you're not usually around can in some way affect you physically or mentally. And in my case, I'd say it probably has, in a positive way, of course. And I think the jokes that I make and the way I guess I present myself in public, because used to it'd be silence in public. I'd be too afraid to talk or order things on my own or buy things on my own without that older person nearby. But I'm much more confident with going up and talking and being social because of the people I've been around. So all I really have to say is be yourself more. Be social and just talk. Talking to people and giving yourself to people is one of the most refreshing things I've ever done. It just makes you feel good. I didn't realize how serious I'd get this video. It's very unexpected. Let's take this a little more. Let's take this to the happier side. Of course, I've never really played Valorant seriously before. As you can tell. But I think Valorant is a game that I want to try in, if that makes sense. I want to be able to become good at Valorant. I think that might become a series on this channel. I think that could be fun. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I think that's a good idea. If you guys haven't already, leave a like, subscribe to the frickin' channel, because I'm going to be posting quite a bit more after my break that I took, because I feel like that's kind of unfair to you guys. I'm obviously not the greatest Valorant player you guys have ever seen. I don't think I'm doing too bad. Hopefully the teammates do clutch up. That'd be pretty good. And if you guys have any tips for me on, obviously there's things I'm doing wrong, and maybe my teammates as well. But if you guys think there's anything I can do to improve my game, let me know. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback, and I'd love to know what I can do to improve as a player. Because I think I want to take this game serious. And let me know how the quality is. I just recently started recording in 120 FPS instead of 60. Maybe that's not the best idea, but let me know. I think I'm going to try to plant a spike this round. I think I planted it once before. Just try doing it again. I did kind of just blind my teammate there. Try to get a little kill over here. Definitely should have sprayed a little there. Unfortunate. And if you guys have any video ideas on things that I can do, like maybe challenge videos or sure, challenge videos in Rocket League and Valorant, and maybe other games outside of those. Because, I'm not opposed to trying other games. I think that could be fun. Unfortunate. I think what I need to do is definitely figure out what all the operators do again, because I don't remember. I know there's been a lot of updates in this game since the last time I played. Maybe a new map, or a couple new maps actually. I haven't played since 2023. Could be wrong. But I don't remember this game coming out very long ago. Just try to pull out a little win here. If we don't, it's all good. Try to get another nice little kill here. Let's go over here with Reyna. Unfortunate. My aim is definitely something that needs work. I think my movement as well. I know that's a big part of this game. I think I kind of just need to find my agent. You know what? I'm bringing back the app, guys. Unfortunate. That was a pretty good 2K, though. Cannot lie. Try to get a little clutch up from Phoenix here. And he did kind of just get jumped. Can't remember that guy's name. KO, maybe? I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments. Very toxic lobby. in this game. Wasn't expecting too much toxicity, I'm not gonna lie. We'll just try to sneak up on these guys. Okay. Well, we're not gonna talk about that, because that was not very good. Oh, man. Not great awareness by me. I wasn't really paying attention. Let's try to get a couple more kills this game. I'm not feeling too bad. My aim is definitely getting better as I play. I'm sure some of you guys could argue not. But I don't feel like I'm playing too bad. One thing I do know, from playing Siege at least, is that my crosshair should definitely try and stay at the head level. I did kind of just zone out. Now, if I do recall, it goes to 13. I could be wrong. That's about what I remember. Kind of just try to keep up this aggressiveness that I've been playing with. This has definitely gotten me kills. Definitely should have pushed up a little bit. The recoil pattern in this game is something that I'm not too familiar with. I'll definitely try and learn. One thing I do like using in this game is the Guardian. I think this gun is very good. I don't like those. Those little clone guys are not very fun to play against. Just have to push up with this guy here. Did not expect that guy to be behind, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit scary there. More toxicity. This game is a lot more toxic than I thought, I'm not gonna lie. Another thing I kind of want to talk about in this video is my setup and my computer, kind of how I got it. So, if you guys do not know the specs of my computer, they will be in the description. Actually, I won't talk about exactly how I got it, but I will tell you guys about it. So, in the description will be my specs, but I'll tell you now. I have a 9060 XT. I believe the 16 gigabyte version. I could be wrong. I have a Ryzen 5. Well, I'm not going to shoot that guy. 7600X3D. 2 terabytes of SSD. I'm not too sure on the power supply. Last time I checked, it was 650 watts. And I do have a 2 terabyte hard drive. I have all the storage in the world. We are kind of bringing this game back together. We were down. We're not too far down now. This video will definitely be a lot longer than my other ones. But, you know, that's all good. If you guys are seeing this, I'm not too sure when it'll come out. But I am recording this on the 19th. I plan for it to come out the same day. And that's the game for today. I don't think we did too bad. And that was my first game back on Valorant in a very long time. I'm not gonna lie, let's see this scoreboard. 17 kills, 17 deaths, 5 assists. That is not terrible for the first game back. I did expect a couple more kills, but hey, what can you do about it? If you guys did enjoy today's video, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment on what you guys want to see next. And until next time, peace out.